So here I am in my greenhouse. It's the 28th of May, 8:56, and you can just see the sun up above the tree here. I'm going to try and show you the path that the sun takes across the sky in the summer. So the sun rises up here somewhere, and so oh yeah, first of all, this back wall of the greenhouse is exactly east-west. So I was kind of lucky on that the fence line is east-west. This is the fence to the neighbour, and I've gone back 8, 9, 10 inches away from the fence. It's a little further away here than at the door, which I haven't put in the door yet. Anyway, so in the summer, like most people don't, I didn't understand this before I really looked into it, the path of the sun. So the sun is shining a little there now, but the sun would pass down under, through the part of the tree, and it hits the greenhouse at maybe around 8 o'clock in the morning. So because of these trees, it doesn't do that good in summer. In winter, its path starts around about, I believe, around 8 o'clock in the morning, and it starts down here. So this greenhouse is going to get sun winter or summer around 8 o'clock in the morning. In the spring, this tree doesn't have leaves until about I don't know, middle of April. It starts having them. No, a bit later. Yeah, so well, middle of April, let's say. So in the spring, it's going to get sun from about maybe 7:30. And anyway, the sun comes around like this. There's a big tree here, but the sun goes way high above it, and then it comes around here, hits the apple tree for a while, and when it sets in the summer, it doesn't set west, it sets up to the northwest here, which means that having the back roof sloping back instead of sloping forward, the late evening sun is more of it's going to go through the glass than bounce off of it if it had been turned the other way. Also, having the wall like this against the neighbour's fence, or not against it, but you know, 8, 10, nearly a foot back from it, means that this wall could be insulated. So and I didn't come up with this design. The water will come to the back as well. So the water, the pipes for the water, for the drainage water, are behind here, and I'm going to have a little, some sort of water storage barrel over there, and there is a little well in it here for no good reason, I guess. It's because I had free glass. I had 5 sheets of free glass, so I had to incorporate free glass and this glass that I brought from my old place into the structure, and try and use it as much as I could. And I'm going to show it from the outside. So normally a greenhouse like this the roof would slope up to a height, but it's already say almost 8 feet high at the front, so I just didn't see the point of going higher again, and so I sloped it back. And in retrospect, it mightn't be such a bad idea. So there's the sun there, and this area, even though it didn't look the best when initially I looked into putting in a greenhouse, after a couple of days checking the sun in the morning, etc., I found this to be the best area. So I had to cut down this little tree, and there was a pile of stuff here of waste soil and all sorts of stuff up to about here, so I had to take this away to make it. But now I'm going to put some sort of bricks at the back, and in the back of the greenhouse I'm going to try maybe little window wells here, cut back into it, put plants in it. I'll have plants, I'll have some sort of ledges or shelves on it to put pots onto, you know, so it'll come out to, can't come out too far, but it'll come out maybe 5-inch, 6-inch shelves. So that's what is it, up to 15 centimeters on the shelves, or it can go back. I can cut out some of the wood and push it back, because I've got about a foot there that I can go back before I come close to the neighbour's fence. And here I've got to have these easily taken out, so I haven't really figured yet a good way of, or maybe turning them so that I can clean out my water pipe's going to be in there. This planter I'm going to fill shortly, and there's a junky wood that was in the ground when I cleaned it all out. So these are the first plants, some runner beans, and I'm going to transplant them when the weather gets a tiny bit warmer. And tomatoes, peppers, etc. will go in here, plus plant starts. And then it should be a good winter greenhouse. I don't know how much the tree will affect it in the evening, but it should be a good winter greenhouse, because it will get most of the morning sun and maybe some of the evening sun too. Anyway, these, I did this for the fence posts, so it's not concrete in it, it's just road base, and I might put some sort of lime mortar, you know, like a 3-to-1 lime sand mortar on top to stabilize these now, because it needs to, it's really solid, but probably to stabilize them for high winds, etc. This wood is just sitting here. There's soil tamped into the blocks, and I am going to tap down some sort of metal ties so that the frame is going to be attached into these blocks. So that's it. Should work. Got to figure out the door. It might end up being a slider like normal greenhouses. I was going to put a swinging one, but I think it's going to work out as a slider. So I shall, yeah, that's it. It's a little unusual design, just as a compromise between what I had and what I wanted to use up, and just the location. So I'm sure everyone makes compromises when they're making greenhouses. Thank you. Bye bye.